How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome to another Terraria 1.3 tutorial. In this episode, we're going to be looking at crafting all the equipment that you can get from solar fragments, which you earn from fighting the celestial invasion after you kill the cultists. So there's some powerful stuff you can make here. So what we're actually going to do is go through and quickly craft everything, and then I'm actually going to show them in some scenarios, so you can sort of get a feel for which might be the best one for you. So the first thing is the solar wings, which actually needs illuminite bars and solar fragments. They're very similar to fishron wings, and I'll do some official testing later. The Daybreak Weapon and the solar Eruption. The cool thing about these guys is they don't need illuminite bars. So if you're having trouble with the Moon Lord, I definitely recommend crafting them, especially if you're a melee character. And the other thing that's awesome, and you'll see when we test them, is they're almost not melee weapons. And don't get me wrong, they're melee, like they're awesome in their melee, but they have so much range that, you know, kind of feels like it gets rid of that has to be up close and personal sort of thing. Now, there is also two tools. There's the Solar Flare Ham Axe and the Solar Flare Pickaxe. Now, I'm going to craft them, but the interesting thing is I looked at the stats for all of the, you know, the nebula and the stardust, and I was looking at them, and the vortex. I was looking at the stats, and the pickaxes and axes in all four sets are identical. Identical. Like, obviously, if I'm wearing, you know, I'm wearing Solar Flare, so I get a boost to melee, but if you just look in the crafting menu, they're all identical. Okay, so I think it's just your preference. If you want to be, you know, fully solar flare, you know, you might want a solar flare pickaxe. And the one thing I didn't craft is, because there's one here already, is the solar monolith. And you'll notice the background changed a lot when I picked it up. The cool thing about these, they're kind of like the fountains that you can get from the Witch Doctor. When you activate them, it changes the look of your biome to actually mimic the scenery during the invasion. Okay, so here we are with the Daybreak in motion. And the first thing you can notice with it is it has a massive ranged sort of thrown attack, but it is a melee weapon. The other thing you might be able to notice is the spears get embedded in your enemies, and they actually do damage over time to the enemies once you've landed a few spears in them. Okay, just here using the solar eruption against the Golem. And the thing you can notice straight away is that it does an area effect sort of lance attack. And although it does less damage than the Daybreak, I kind of like it a bit better in a way because it has a piercing attack. You could notice during the Golem fight then that it was actually scoring multiple hits for each swing of the weapon. Okay guys, I hope you've enjoyed having a look at the Solar Flare set. It's got some amazing items and really powerful weapons. I really like it. Just a note with the tools, the axe and the pickaxe are identical across all four sets. So just pick the one that you like the look of, I suppose. I've tested them out and I can't see any difference personally. And I'll do a look at the wings in a different video, although I suspect all the wings feature the same as well. The big question will be, are they better than fishron wings? At this stage, they look pretty close. Alright guys, leave a like for the video if you've enjoyed it. Please leave comments and suggest what you want to see next in Terraria. Thank you to all the people that have left comments. Yes, Portal Gun has been very popular, and I'll be making a video on that soon. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't yet. We're going to have a great time together. Alright guys, stay happy. I'll see you next time. This is Happy Days, signing out. See ya! And that means that ectoplasm will be, yeah, getting farmed nicely. And you can see that was dead easy to set up that. So the mobs can cruise up the sides. The mimics can get in, which is one of the main things. Yeah, we've got lots of good loot. Oh, he's got 3,000 health! He's only got 3,000!